Okay. Wonderful. Wunderbar. How do I now? Okay, so it's going to be this way. Hello, my loves. Welcome, willkommen to this. I'm doing this through Zoom, so bear with me, guys. This is different. There we go. Okay. Hello, my loves. I'm gonna have to get this one going now. Oh, thank you so much, Vincent Searer. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, willkommen. Like I said, to this video, this reading, this live stream, I am live streaming from clearly home. I'm getting some interesting psychic overlap that I have to share with you guys. So this is going to be called What's Real and Answers. So like I said, there's some psychic overlap happening with me right now. So I'm getting like a little bit of clearly things that are like merging. So you want to have your pen and pepper, pen and paper ready. Or if you have like a very long memory, hello, TikTok, you want to have like a very long memory or a pen and paper, because there's actually going to be 3 different parts. And this is some of the overlap that I can pick up on, but you guys aren't knowing that it's an overlap, but it's like a 3-touch system. It's like 3 points. So in your premeditation, I was getting this 1, 2, and 3. So for those of you who maybe got here through like my YouTube shorts or something, tarot readings, are you ready? Take a deep breath. Here we go. I'm a remote viewer. I'm a professional psychic. I was actually doing a video for a client this morning, and I was discussing some of their astrological transits coming up. And so after that, I was getting juiced up for my Patreon that I'm going to do a weekly assessment that I do every week for all 12 zodiac signs. So if you want to know how the astrology and you get a tarot reading for your zodiac sign is going to play out for this upcoming week, it's going to be over on the Patreon. And there's only like 2 different tiers on the Patreon. We're just keeping it super duper simple. But this other thing came through for YouTube for you guys. So I'm getting your messages. Here we go. So the first thing that I'm getting is this question: is this real? Is something real? This could be like a relationship, a feeling. This could be something that you're going through. It could be an actual something happening in your life, like taking place. So let's take a look. We're going to answer that first. We're going to do a little bit of clarifying. We, of course, have the Pulp Tarot, my new absolutely freaking favorite deck. And then we also are going to clarify using the Art Nouveau Tarot deck. Okay, so the first question, someone's asking if this is real, if something's real. And I'm not getting any judgment off of it. It feels very dispassionate. So it doesn't, like, even if someone is asking you or the person that you're connecting to, if you're thinking about them right now as I'm talking, that's the person you're connecting to, and that's who I'm channeling in this reading. You could be asking this question, they could be asking this question. And like I said, even if this is like a love thing or whatever, it doesn't feel very personal. So someone's trying to size up a situation, or this is very strictly platonic, or it has nothing to do with any big emotion. So if it does have to do with an emotional situation, I'm picking up that you or whoever you're connecting with is not emotional about this. Let's take a look. So keep this at the forefront. Give me your energy. That's how this works. So if you're super duper new, that's how this works. The more you watch Natalie, the more you connect with me. We have this telepathic connection. It makes it easier for me to channel. It's actually something that I have to watch for when I'm teaching people remote viewing, because if we do have a very strong connection, I have to be careful that I'm not telepathically telling them the answers. 3 of Cups to start. For some of you, there is friendship, there's bonds, there's camaraderie. We're going to open this up, but this is at the center of someone asking what's real. Someone could be questioning a friendship. Someone could be questioning a relationship. 3 of Cups could also be a third-party situation. So we'll see. Let's keep going. What is this? I'm channeling for my people here. The Knight of Swords. Okay. Knight of Swords, someone rushing in to say something or save the day or do something, say something. Just be very careful with your words. I'm not the timing psychic. I don't know if this is in your recent past, if it's coming up for you, if it's over the weekend, if it's next week, if it's 2.5 months from now. When you're guided to any one of my videos, 4 years ago videos, last week videos, whatever, that's the message. That's the timeline that you're working with. So someone may have already said something. Someone already may have done something. Someone may be about to do something. It could be happening as you're tuning into this reading in 2045 and 2025 and 2024, what have you. We'll get one more card for this part. Tell me about this. What's real energy for my people? Who am I channeling? And what is their answer? Thank you. Wow, this is a very emotional situation. I'm not even, guys, this is like a very charged up thing. Oh, Carl, welcome, willkommen. Yeah, this is like a very charged up thing. This is something that's not, so someone is trying to be very analytical and trying to be very, how do I put it? You guys, I have like these windows, like these, you can kind of see them. You can see them on TikTok, but you guys, I'm gonna try and show you. See the up there, like I have these slope ceilings and these windows, and there's these like pigeons, like these freaking like turtle dove pigeons, just like kind of being super in love over there. So for some of you, that's your confirmation: birds, pigeons, doves. Okay, so for some of you, when you ask for confirmations, those are the things that kind of happen. So for those of you looking for confirmation, that's your confirmation. For those of you, and you said it ahead of time. So you said it like, okay, my confirmation is going to be, and you pick something that's not common, that you're not going to like see a lot of. So maybe not birds, maybe not one bird, but maybe a pair of birds, like this little couple over here. It's so freaking cute. So someone is trying to put their emotions aside and use their mind and use their head. And I'm going to say, this does look like there's a third party involved. So it does look like there's some third entity. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's not a person, but getting involved in the situation. Or let's take a look at this. It looks a little crowded. That's all I'm saying. It looks a little crowded. Heightened emotions. So there's very big emotions here. There's very full feelings, but someone is trying to kind of see through it. So that's the person who's asking if something's real. What's this Three of Cups? Tell me all the secrets. These are the secrets. These are definitely the secrets right here. So TikTokers, it's the seven. Sorry, I haven't even been showing you guys. 7 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. YouTubers, 7 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. If your intuition has been telling you, like, let me figure it out, maybe I should ask, or maybe I should get more information, maybe I want some proof of what's real, if this connection or friendship or whatever it is, if this is real, go for it, because there is someone here that is, I'm getting like, this person likes to swim, or they like water sports or something. Like they do, or the beach or swimming or something like that. Like this is someone that they know how to go with the flow and kind of ride that wave or ride that flow to their advantage. And I'm very sorry to say it, but it is emotional. So even if someone, if it's you, whoever's thinking that they're being like very logical and like strategic or prudent, you know, thinking about the future, playing the long game, there's someone else, they're not part of the situation. They may be part of it indirectly or in a sideways way, or a behind the scenes way, or a backdoor type of way. Someone's in the situation, and they're able to take whatever's happening, and through the emotional commitment, they are allowing someone to think the wrong thing, or spreading disinformation, or coloring perception of information. I feel like I'm talking about my sister. So I have like a younger sister. She's a Gemini, and like I would just remember trying to get like answers out of her and trying to ask her things because I'm super honest and direct and forthright and everything. And she, you mutable signs are always like dancing around the things. And so I remember I'd ask her something, and you can't just ask like a Gemini, like a yes or no question. Or, you know, it's like there's always like something else, or there's always, and I would ask her, did you directly or indirectly, did you did you omit information, did you lie by omission, did you, you know, like to get very, and you know, they you people know what you mean when you ask certain things, but they have to like filter it. So this person is like that. It's like, well, I did answer your question. I did do what you asked me to do. I did you know, like they're, but it's really, really slick. It's really slick. So that's your confirmation that someone, they may even be a shoulder that people cry on. Like they may even be an emotional grounding for you or for someone else. They may even be someone that could have been turned to, like, or once was like an emotional support system, but they are in the situation, um, manipulating information, communication between three people or more people, or convoluting, making things confusing, or even if it has nothing to do with anyone else, they are kind of covering their own, I don't know, something. Let's keep going. What's a Knight of Swords? I feel like this is somebody else. It does not feel like that Queen of Cups. They don't have to be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Risings. They can be. They don't have to be. This is just, they could be completely cold and then just use that emotional feminine energy when it suits the situation. Knight of Swords, we have 4 cards. We've got the Page of Swords, 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands, and Death. Oh, okay. TikTokers. TikTok man, TikTok man. And then over here and the YouTube land, we have Death, 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 2 of Cups. That's a lot. That's a lot. This feels more like the person who's trying to see the forest for the trees, trying to be logical, trying to figure out like what is real. There's a lot here. There's some relationship that's really, really overtaxed. Like this is kind of very burdened. Someone taking on something. It could be both of them. Maybe it's both of them, that the relationship for both people has just been overburdened, overweighed down, too many projects, too many commitments, too much of a heavy burden to bear. And it looks like it's ready for, I mean, we see death here, but you know, I know we say in the spiritual community, like to make space, delete things to make space for other things, to clear room, and that's still perfectly valid. I'm still going to use that verbiage. Getting technical, that's not what's happening. When we get technical, what you're actually doing is a habit. Let's talk about the habits. So a habit you could have, let's say you wake up in the morning and you hit the bowl and you wake and bake and you smoke pot. That's part of your morning routine. And you might look at it as like ending that habit so that I can read. You know, read in the morning. I want to get smarter. I want to feel better about myself. I want something healthier. So I'm going to, instead of smoking pot in the morning, I'm going for 30 minutes, I'm going to read for 30 minutes a book a friend recommends. So you might say, okay, I'm clearing space, getting rid of a habit, bad habit, and I'm making room for something better to come in its place. What's actually happening is, remember, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transmuted. So you're actually changing that energy and that time chamber. It's transforming. You're transforming and alchemizing that that time and that activity into something else. So that was still there for you, that time in the morning, you showing up, being alive in the morning, but you're doing something different. You're changing yourself. So if you want to hold on, long story short, if you want to hold on to this relationship, it cannot exist in the same way as before. It can still exist, but not in the same way as before. It has to change. It has to evolve, and it has to grow into, so there's a potential for a new start. There is a spark of inspiration. So I don't want people to completely get like paranoid about this for this person or anyone else being like super, I'm gonna wash my hair. I swear I'm gonna wash it. 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 I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. So I don't want you to freak out about someone being like super deceptive or manipulative or anything. Just don't never give those people or those energies any more power, because that's always coming from a very disempowered, disenfranchised place. For someone to feel like they have to manipulate someone to keep them, for someone to feel like they have to sleep around to keep people close to them, for someone to feel like they have to have everyone relying on them emotionally for people to still love them and connect with them, whatever it happens to be. So that's already from a place of like lack and insecurity. Don't worry about that. This person, you, let's just say that this is you really thinking like, is this real? What is going on? Okay, yes, I can confirm that there's it's too many people. Three's a crowd. There's a third party situation. There's someone in someone's ear. There's someone meddling, whatever. Okay, we've confirmed that. You, if you want to keep whatever connection this is, it just has to, some parts of it have to die. Some parts do have to end, but there's cleverness here. There's speaking truth to power. There's integrity. There's a chance to make a stand for integrity, for truth, love, integrity, what we preach here on the Watch Natalie channel and in the Artesian community. Truth, love, and integrity. There's a cleansing that can come with ending bad habits or ending bad patterns and relationships. This is a relational issue. So it looks like there just needs to be looks like a very honest conversation, and to really be let go of, you'll know if it's something that's resentment. If there's resentment, that's a sign that a boundary is being crossed. This is how I teach my people. If you're feeling resentment, you're overgiving. And that's how I personally know when I'm overgiving. If resentment starts to set, if I feel a whiff of that resentment, I know I've given too much. I'm crossing my own boundary. I'm sorry, it's hard. Okay, TikTok. If I know I'm feeling resentment, I'm like, okay, I'm crossing my own boundary to help someone else or do something for someone else. And because you're starting to resent that person, but it's not them, is it? No, it's not. It's you saying, oh, I got it. I'll do it. I'll take care of it. And you're doing too much. So that resentment, and that's a light feeling. If there's like rage, anger, hatred, like deep burning resentment, you've betrayed your boundaries so far, so badly, that it's intensifying the negative experience, the negativity at that other person, because you're upset at yourself for how far you've gone off course of who you are. You're looking like, this isn't who I am. This isn't who I am. This isn't what I want. How did it get so far? How did I give so much of myself away? Oh my God. Live restricted for some audiences. Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted, reason, regulated, goods, content. I'm not selling anything on TikTok. I don't know what that is. It's not contain the content. Yeah, I did not contain the content. I do not contain. I'm sorry, guys. I have to. Oh, things getting spicy. Okay, so so yeah, so something has to, you can keep this relationship or this connection, it just has to change. So here's how you do it. I was just talking to this about talking to my people about this. To take your power back, what does that look like? Look at Giselle and Tom. Okay, let's take the supermodel and the football star. So when you take your power back in a relationship, and this does not have to be like romantic, this can be platonic, this can be business, this could be friendship, whatever. You basically, it's very, very simple. Maybe I'll do a TikTok video on this. All you do is you take everything that you were giving to the other person. Maybe it was money, maybe it was time, maybe it was other resources, maybe it was just your attention, maybe it was just, whatever it was. Whatever it is, though, you take all of that back for yourself. You take all that, you remove it back, and you put it into yourself. So not giving them any money, spending money on yourself, not giving them your attention, putting attention into your hobbies and your interests and what you love to do and what you love to think about, not giving your energy. If they're calling for help, you say no and do something for yourself, like do your own laundry, or you take yourself out to eat, or you know what I'm saying? And you just keep that cycle going everything you can make a list, you could do whatever you want, put it back into yourself. They're going to feel less, they're going to feel worse, and you're going to feel better because you're going to be like, wow, I'm not exhausted all the time, or oh, I'm not broke all the time, or oh, I'm not depressed and anxious all the time. I've been taking care of myself. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to do that. And when the relationship, if anyone doesn't like you doing that, they were benefiting from you not having boundaries. They were benefiting from you betraying your own boundaries to help them. So they should never feel like, oh, I'm uncomfortable with you taking more time for yourself or putting money into yourself or whatever. They should be like, oh, I'm so happy you're taking care of yourself. I'm so happy that you're putting into yourself. But for some of you, this is going to end the relationship because they're going to feel personally betrayed. They're going to feel personally betrayed that you did some kind of, they're going to feel like you taking care of yourself is hurting them on purpose. They're going to misread and misunderstand the situation. So you're looking at this accurately. They're going to try to weasel it into some other thing. Last but not least, let's take a look at Ace of Cups. Boop. Two of Wands. There's actually opportunities for relationships, new, different relationships. Like someone's really sizing up a current situation, a current partnership. I don't do the open relationship thing, so I don't know if this is that, or if this is cheating, or if this is business, or if this is your family stuff. But you have a question. Hold on to that question right now. We're moving into the second part of this reading. This is so funny. Oh yeah, guys. So I'm gonna have to wait a year and a half to open my office. Womp womp womp. I'm gonna have to wait so freaking long, but I'm a Capricorn and I play the long game, so I'm totally fine with it. I'm gonna have to I have a lot to get into over this next year, but one of the things that's overlapping is this 3-point, the 3-point touch system, which is kind of funny. So yeah. Remember, Saturn, it's not a no, it's a not right now. So anyone astrologically going through a time when it's like, oh, it's not, you're getting a little bit of a womp, 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 that's okay. It's just you have to wait a little bit. So like for me, I have to wait like a year and a half. So you guys are going to see me a lot more on freaking YouTube and TikTok. But if that's how it's meant to be, that's how it's meant to be. And I'm going to be a freaking TK goddess by a year and a half. Okay, sorry. So you have a question. What's that question? Hold that question in your mind, in your mind's eye, and we'll get the answer. I'm hearing a lot of questions. I knew it. You had the Tower at the bottom of the deck before. Tower and the 5 of Cups. TikTok, TikTok, YouTube. The Tower and the 5 of Cups is the answer. So, okay, so the answer to your question is that there is a risk of complete sabotage, complete destruction, complete ruin. So that could be financial ruin. That could be the end of a cherished relationship. That could be the end of a friendship. That could be an estrangement, a wedge between you and a family member that becomes an estrangement. That could be something that you don't come back from. So that's what the Tower is. The Tower is a crisis where if things have been, okay, so the Tower itself, like just so you can kind of see, the Tower is built by people, and there's usually 2 people falling out of the Tower. It's built by people that build this tower to protect them from the lightning. But if this is not built on a foundation of integrity and honesty and morals and principles, then there's nothing stopping the lightning from striking the Tower and calamity or crises happening. It's just a fated thing. It's just like circumstances. So you don't ever worry about someone like coming back to hurt you or like, like don't, please. This is just something fated that karma, and karma really is just the law of cause and effect that karma has brought to your doorstep. And the 5 of Cups, that's regret. 5 of Cups is the loss of something you cared about, that you cherished. So this is a potential outcome. You're asking this question. That's a very strong possibility that everything could just blow up. And with the Five of Cups, the loss is, I'm going to say that the loss is very, very deep and very, very, it's like, okay, what she's giving me, she's showing me this bridge. For some of you, um, there's a place that's significant for someone. This is someone else's synchronicity. There's like a walk next to like a river or a lake or water or something. And then there's like this bridge and it goes like to the left. So the way I'm seeing it, it's like to the right is this, like you're on this walkway and there's like this thing. And then there's the water to your left. And then the bridge is to your left that goes like that way. Kind of like from like Midnight in Paris. Um, so she's giving me that for someone. That might be a significant type of place for some of you where that's your confirmation. So this is something that the answer to your question is that there could be some kind of calamity or loss that this is something that spirals. This is something that like you never meant it to go this far, or you never wanted to feel this way, or never thought you would feel this way. And the feelings are catching up. And it's going to be very difficult to move on. It's going to be very difficult to pick up the pieces because of how deep the tower. Let's take a look. There's going to be a way with the Two of Cups still standing, but you don't have to lose so much for the perspective. You could take this tarot reading and make different decisions in your lives and avert crisis, avert a catastrophe. Tell me about everyone on TikTok. These readings, sometimes they go on and on. What's this Five of Cups? I have to go until the channeling is over. 10 of Wands, surprise, surprise. So this has to do with that relationship that is so heavy and burdened. So heavy, so burdened. This looks like the regret of someone that asked too much, made too many demands, overburdened the situation, added so much extra stress, added so much extra emotional demands, very emotionally draining. So this really looks more like emotional drains and commitments and things that overwhelm the connection, drowned out the connection, drowned out the bond. So this is that. This is like there could be irreparable damage done to that connection because of how much you've saddled it with. You know, what's this tower? Tell me about the tower. What's this tower? Please, thank you. Four of Wands. So it was something that was very lovely. Maybe there was a home involved. Maybe there was sharing a home, sharing living quarters, living together, renting, leasing, landlording, parties, you know, or maybe there was a party coming up, or there was a celebration, but that's not happening. It's not happening. And maybe there was good reason to celebrate, but this is like the best of the, that's the Five of Cups, like the best of the bond, the best of the connection that got tainted, or that got overwhelmed, or there was too much of an ask, but not enough of a deposit to make that ask. You know, kind of like this feels like someone overdrawing on like the emotional bank account, overdrawing on the emotional commitment bank account. So it's never fun. One of my accounts this past week overdrew and I was like, God damn it. And I had to look for the debit cards of my other accounts. It was such a thing. And you guys know, like moving money for those of us that like do assets and trading and stuff, like moving money is always, big amounts of money is always such a pain in the ass. Anyway, okay, last one. So you have the answers to that. We have one more phase to go. So you have another question. Hold that question in your mind's eye so that I can channel your answer. Here we go. Right away. Oh, strength and the Queen of Cups. So this is interesting. Before I speak on that, let me take a look at this. I saw strength first, so we're going to take a look at strength. It's always so heroic to me to see people like doing the right thing. I hope that's what this is. Four of Swords. Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and the King of Cups. So yeah, King of Cups. So that's a true pair situation here. Wow. Damn. Wow. Okay. So this is the answer to your question. This has to do with the sneaky person or the meddling third party or the third, I don't know if it's a third party situation or the one that's kind of like the water person, like going with the waves. Do you hear that alarm? I hope so. I hope you hear the alarm. There's like an ambulance going on. So this is someone's warning whenever, you know, I mean, I know ambulances are quite common in the city for us readers that are in cities. Nevertheless, it's a sign. It's one more sign. So what I'm seeing here is that someone is going to not go with the flow. They really do twist things. They really do control situations, but not, they control things from, they do take control, but in a very, very sneaky little way. That person is going to placate. They're going to placate the situation. They're going to lay down, or they're going to bow down, or they're going to step back, or they're going to say, hey, it's okay, whatever you want. They're going to be whatever you need them to be, or they're going to be whatever the situation, the appropriateness of that situation needs them to be. They're going to be that. Whatever the protocol is, whatever the status is, the status quo, they're going to do that. And that's going to tempt you or someone else to make an emotional decision with your money, with your finances, with your resources that is not wise. TikTokers, Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and the King of Cups. Two of Pentacles, YouTubers, Devil, King of Cups. So that's your answer. They're going to step back and then they're going to reintegrate, and there's too much of a conflict of interest with this decision that someone's making, with this person, with this outside influence, and I kind of see them falling for it. Like, I don't know if it's you, this is the like ex that you swear you're not going to take back and they come back and you fall for it all over again, or you know, you have the same problem with a best friend and every time it blows up, it's a big deal. And here it is again. And you swear, they swear this is the last time, or you swear this is your last time dealing with them, or, you know, like, or with a family member that, you know, we have the same issue. This is like cyclical. This is something that's gotten this person that you've been here before. This is a cycle. With the Devil, this is a temptation to return to something that, because remember I said this person was like a comfort. So it's like someone wants that comfort and they may actually kind of go broke to get that comfort with the Two of Pentacles. This is not a financially strong position to make this decision so emotionally. So like this is not, I really would be very, very cautious. I'd be very cautious. I know you want to trust this person. There is that bond there, but I just wouldn't, especially if this is romantic. This is more of a problem if this is like you're mixing sex and business. That's more of the problem here. If this is like if this is more platonic or with like family or something, it's way easier. Or if this is strictly business, oh, way easier. If this is something like that, but this with if this has sex and something else, like if there's that kind of conflict of interest, that's going to blow up. That's really going to blow up. And the consequences are going to be financial as well. But if this is just platonic, or with family or something, then the temptation is going to be to help them or house them or something. And the answer is don't do that. It has to be strictly bid. This is like, instead of just like giving someone money, you give them a job. You know, it's like that. And whenever there's a Venus Saturn in the sky, you guys, it's always me. It's in my own life, I'm always the woman Venus, speaking the integrity and being realistic and being responsible Saturn, and it's always such like a buzzkill for people. So, but yeah. All right, that's the messages have been out. So make sure to watch this from beginning to the end with your notebook and pen, and grab more details as they're coming up. Hope you guys enjoyed that immensely. It was so much fun for me. Let me just say goodbye to my TikTokers. Thank you guys. This was fun. Isn't it doing it? Okay. Love you. Till next time, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah. That was fun. All right, YouTube. You guys take very, very, very good care. I will see you guys on my Patreon. I'm going to go do Patreon. We're going to do the weekly for all 12 zodiac signs, astrology, and the tarot. And then I treat myself to some coffee dates. Coffee dates. Okay. Love you guys forever and ever and always. Take very good care. I will see you guys again soon, very soon, and much more. Until then, my lovelies, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads.